Welcome to Better Bachelor. My name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. My. Well. How the tables have turned, or how the turns have tabled, as you might say, if you're an Office fan. These lazy TikTokers are getting laid off, just like we said they would, because, what do you know, they're worthless. They're worthless employees that work 2 or 3 hours a day, and now we have some video of it, because, of course, she has to try to go viral with the sadness. We should all feel bad that she's laid off now. Before I jump into that, I've got this from the conversation, and here's why. Let me just say this. My camera's not well adjusted. Let me fix that real quick. Sorry. Pull that down just a whisper. There we go. Here's why I don't feel bad about these dingbats getting fired. These are the people that censored you, that if you posted the wrong thing on Facebook or YouTube about getting the old jibbity-jabbity jab, you were lost your channel, you were silenced, you were demonetized. In most cases were removed and given channel strikes and removed right off of social media. Well, these are the same people now that are turning around and saying, hey, all these people knew that they didn't want to take the jab. They knew something that maybe we didn't know. Why didn't they warn us? They say, as the people that tried to warn them were kicked off social media. That's why I don't feel bad for any of these dingbats losing their jobs. Hopefully these companies pay some sort of penalty for everything they've done to all of us that wanted to talk about this stuff. But this is from the conversation. It says they knew. Well, what do they say? While well-intending citizens lined up, so they were the good guys, and did the right thing and received their jibbity jabs, now known to do more harm than good, their friends that didn't get the poke, and family stood by and let them do it. It's our fault for not screaming even louder. Don't do this. It's untested. The government has given them indemnity, so if something goes wrong, you can't sue them. They're getting huge bailouts. The people that are pushing this are getting commissions for pushing. Don't do it. There's too much going on here. Nope. Now it's our fault for not screaming louder, even though we were demonetized usually. They see, even though they knew what we didn't, some of them said too little. Some said nothing at all. Our blood is on their hands. So it's our fault now. See, this is why I don't care about these dingbats getting fired. As far as I'm concerned, all these social media companies, with the exception of Twitter and YouTube, because that's where I make my living now. So I'm just saying, at Bachelor Joker, if you don't follow me over there, because that's where I find these videos and these stories. So let's take a day in the life of this employee. This is basically like an adult playground, right? I'm not going to play through the whole thing. Well, maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. But it's a day in the life of, and here she is in the massive 500 million trillion square feet building at Google.
A day in my life working from the Google LA office. I always grab some candy from
food
the reception before heading in.
So we gotta get the food. Look at this thing, Plant Man.
Decorations hanging from the ceiling, kind of looks like an aircraft flying in. Before it was a Google office, this aircraft hangar belonged to Howard.
Howard Hughes' old aircraft. So I'll kind of inch through this here. Look at this Look at this place to work, man. It's just all open, worthless building. Cartoon rooms to do some work in with little airplane drawings. And she's pointing it all out. And then she goes in and she gets herself a breakfast because she just had M&Ms and a Snickers bar. So she goes in and gets coffee and a little bit of fruit to feel better about her sugar day. And then she goes into another sparkly room because it's all pretty and she's showing everybody around. Then she gets more to drink. And then she gets something to eat. And then she gets a couple slices of pizza and some more food. We wonder why these young people are getting so fat today. And then she plays with somebody's dog that's there at work. And then she goes up and then she takes a nap in a nap chair. And the reason why I didn't want to play through all that, you guys have heard these. First I do this, and then I get a massage, and I sit in a massage chair, and I take a nap. And then I did 17 minutes of work. Well, now we have an update, a day in the life, in my life of getting laid off. Oh, I got a button for that. So this one I will play because this is, Chef's kiss, delicious.
A day in my life getting laid off at Google. So I woke up to this really ominous text from my boss, and I honestly had no idea what it was going to be about. So I called her the minute I woke up and saw this, and she told me to check the news and my email. So I rushed downstairs to find out that I had lost access to basically everything. I couldn't log into my email or even check my calendar.
So before these people were given the notice that they were fired, they were yeeted off of Google systems. Gmail, internal mail, I don't even know if they, maybe if you set up your YouTube account on your Google Gmail account, that might be gone. They got yeeted and they weren't even given a heads up. That's how much Google and these massive corporations care about them. Didn't even give them a bit of a warning, nothing. Me, I'm fine with that. I love that.
I called my boss back and we just saw.
Oh, the price of validation online. And now there it is. The big tears, drinking from the recyclable, reusable metal straw, which I'm fine with. But I think it's funny because I don't think in California land you can even use plastic straws anymore. And she has to film herself getting validation. Woe is me. Everybody loved me. I got laid off for being an absolute nobody for a giant maniacal corporation that's treated me like a widget machine. Ta-da!
It's back, and we just sobbed over the phone because she was also finding out about my layoff for the first time today too. I started getting calls from a bunch of my coworkers and started finding out who else was let go on my team and some neighboring teams as well. But I think the worst part is that it seems like no one was consulted on this decision. And
why would they consult you? Why would they consult you? You're a screw on the machine of Google. You're just a little screw. They don't care if you come off and fall off to the waist. They don't care. See, and this is what young people don't understand. These companies don't care about you. You are a product to them. You are just part of the machine. They're not going to ask you how you feel about getting laid off. Would you like to be laid off? No. Okay, well, guess what? I mean, give me a break.
Everyone was just finding out about the layoffs at the same time. It just felt like a really bad game of Russian roulette, and there was no consistency around who was let go. It was also not performance-based, so it just felt really random.
Okay, so they're saying it's not performance-based. Do I believe that? No, I'm pretty sure it was probably performance-based. But if they still need a team to maybe do something, that instead of all these employees just working a little, they'll get a few employees that work a lot. That's what Elon Musk did. He went to the engineering team and he's like, "Look, guys, we're going to be working until the wheels fall off. If you want to be a part of that and us fixing this thing, you can stay, but you're going to be probably sleeping here." He gave them the choice, and if you didn't, you can go and get 3 months of severance or whatever and find someplace else to work. A lot of the engineers that were serious about their job, they stayed. They knew what they were signing up for. These little, these girls doing these TikTok videos and getting massages all day long and eating $400 worth of food a week, of course they're going to be the first ones to go. And so they're going to keep around some people on the team, and they're probably going to keep the ones around that are the most productive. And if it's not that, they're just letting go of some of them now, so it's not super obvious what they're doing. And then they'll do another round of layoffs coming up in another, 3, 4, 5 months, because they don't want it to hit the news that Google's laying off 50,000 people. So instead it'll be 18, and then it'll be 18, and then it'll be 18 or whatever, as they slough off these worthless deadweight people.
I opened up LinkedIn, which honestly was not great for my mental health. There were so many people who were in the same boat that were both equally as shocked and blindsided, but it did help me feel a little less alone. Honestly, I spent so much of the day crying that I just felt so tired from being sad and wanted to do something that would just make me feel better. Luckily, I have an annual pass, so
I wonder who paid for the annual pass. It was probably Google.
So I headed over to Disneyland because I wanted to go eat my feelings. So I started off with a cinnamon galaxy churro and then went to the teriyaki.
You get it. And then I ate a teriyaki drum, and I ate, and then I ate apples and candy, and I ate, and I scribbled and drew, and then I ate, and then I ate. Eating those feelings away. I don't feel sorry for any of these people. They're the ones that were controlling my life in many ways. Now, maybe not this direct person, but people at these big maniacal corporations, they're the ones that decide if a YouTuber gets to make his money or not, or if someone gets shadow banned on, Twitter or Facebook. I don't like these people. And when you see them making six-figure salaries doing nothing all day, hey, the bill comes due at the end of the day. And I hope Google keeps getting rid of all these people. I hope Google keeps losing money. I really do. Not too much, because they still give me a little bit of money for ad revenue on YouTube. Not much, but a little bit. I'd like to keep getting that. But the whole thing is, and the same thing, if they lost so much money that they start getting rid of YouTubers, I'm on Rumble, I'm on Odyssey, I'm on Locals. I've got all my backup plans ready. So if YouTube ends up cutting stuff and trimming the fat, I have a backup plan. These girls don't. These people don't. Because they thought they were in the lap of luxury. And they're finding out what a recession/depression is going to be about. I really enjoy this. These are the people that wanted to punish all of us. Well, now they're getting punished themselves. And if all the tech sector is sloughing off people like this, where are they going to go work? Maybe they can find a job somewhere else, but by the looks of it, she's going to have to work 8 and 10-hour days if she's going to get in with a real business, and she's not going to want to do that either. The entitlement's going to punish them badly. Guys, I'll have another video out here for you shortly. So if you're on YouTube, make sure to join me over on betterbachelor.locals.com, where I am going to do a thought of the day. We're going to do a thought of the day over...
I should not be dating.
We're going to do a thought of the day over on Locals. So make sure to join us over there today.